Today, we're diving into something that's sparked quite a bit of conversation lately. An anonymous $110,000 donation dropped into a charity pot in Myeongdong, Seoul. The note with it simply said, "I wish to help the marginalized seniors." It's a heartwarming gesture, but it's raised some interesting points about charity and donation culture. What do you think of such donations?
It's a touching act, for sure. But there's an underlying concern. The charity pot, originally meant to gather small contributions from everyone, is not really designed for large sums of money like that. It's symbolic, you know? It's about spreading goodwill through the clinking of coins, not a thud from a pile of bills.
Right, that sound of coins dropping, clang, clang, it's what makes the charity pot heartwarming. It's the collective effort, not just a single donation that makes the message resonate. But this big check, it kind of overshadows the true spirit of the pot. It turns into something that encourages people to focus on large donations rather than participation.
Exactly. If this becomes a trend, we could end up with a situation where the charity pot isn't about community effort anymore. If someone donates a huge sum, it becomes less about helping the marginalized and more about showing off wealth. That's not the intent behind it.
So you're saying it's not just the money itself, but how it's given. A large donation can sometimes be counterproductive, right? It might even discourage people from donating in their own small way because they think their contribution doesn't matter.
Yes, and it shifts the focus. The charity pot isn't just for the downtrodden. It's for everyone to contribute, even if it's just a coin. When someone donates a large amount, it doesn't make that same clang. It becomes more about the individual than the community. The purpose is to remind everyone about the marginalized, not to create a spectacle.
It's almost like when you give money to a beggar. If you keep giving them money without making them think about how they're using it, you're not really helping them in the long run. They might just continue down a reckless path, never learning to take responsibility.
Exactly. When you donate thoughtlessly, you might actually be making the situation worse. The beggar might get used to it and stop trying to improve their life. The same goes for charity donations. Giving a large sum just to make yourself feel good doesn't actually encourage long-term solutions.
So what's the right way to do it? Should the focus be on small donations that keep the community spirit alive, rather than huge checks that might just end up fading into the background?
Absolutely. It's not about collecting big money. It's about encouraging participation. The more people involved, the more the message spreads. It's about bringing awareness to the issue, not just solving it with a quick fix. A huge donation might solve an immediate need, but it doesn't solve the root causes.
I see what you mean. And the real shift needs to happen in how we view charity. It's not just about money, it's about creating a culture of awareness and empathy. People should be inspired to think about the marginalized, not just drop money into a pot and forget about it.
Exactly. And there's also the question of where we donate. Giving directly to social organizations may not always be the best choice if it's not used properly. Sometimes it might be safer to donate to the government, as they have a system in place to track the use of donations.
That's an interesting point. People often criticize the government, but maybe the right approach is to work within the system. If we really want to help the marginalized, we need to look at the bigger picture, and that involves supporting the structures that can make real change.
Right. The government is a reflection of the people. If we want better outcomes, we need to ensure it functions well, not just tear it down. The key is to think critically and strategically about where and how we donate, so that our help actually creates lasting impact.
In the end, it's about balance. Donations, whether small or large, should serve a purpose beyond just throwing money at a problem. We should be thinking about how to encourage real change, and that means fostering a deeper understanding of the issues at hand.
Agreed. And maybe, just maybe, we need a new paradigm in how we view charity altogether. One that moves beyond money and focuses on intellectual and social awakening.
That's the direction we need to move in. It's time to rethink how we help and make sure we're helping in a way that empowers others to create change themselves.